Last night, you saw the president spotlight many emotional stories during his State of the Union address. Now, some on the left are accusing him of exploiting his guests. And tonight, California Congresswoman Maxine Watters, a vocal Trump critic who has called for his impeachment multiple times, offered her response.
One speech cannot and does not make Donald Trump presidential. He's not presidential, and he never will be presidential. He claims that he's bringing people together, but make no mistake, he is a dangerous, unprincipled, divisive, and shameful racist.
Harmeet Dillon is vice chair of the California Republican Party and an RNC committee woman, among many other things. Great to have you with us tonight.
Happy to be here, Shannon. Thank you.
What do you make of that comment now? Because we've had 24 hours just about to digest the what we heard last night, and that was the impression left with Congressman Watters.
Well, I think you have to put it in the context of who's speaking. Congresswoman Watters has been playing this sort of race card ever since the Rodney King riots. That's really where she made her claim to fame and, embraced the people who beat up Brandon Denny. And, so she's been using this racially divisive rhetoric her entire career. And it gets kind of tiresome. I mean, I'm just glad that she didn't burst out into impeach 45, because that's all we've been hearing from her for a good long time. So,
and we didn't hear the rest of her speech, so I don't know if she did or not. That's a snippet we had. We'll check on that.
She might have, but
I
mean,
shy about it.
I'm not sure there was a big difference between her rhetoric and sort of the actions we saw from other members of the Congressional Black Caucus last night. It was really disappointing to see them sitting when the president noted the great gains that had been made by the African American community in terms of both employment and income all over the country.
Well, and somebody who looked especially uncomfortable last night was the House Minority Leader, Nancy Pelosi, of course, from your state of California. I'm going to play a little bit of what she said today in reacting to his speech from last night.
It was a very transformative speech for some of us last night, because while our expectations for greatness and vision of the president are not high, he stooped to a new low in terms of how he dealt with issues.
Now, the people who praised the speech said that it was uplifting, that it was celebrating America, that it was Reagan-esque in its tone, that it was positive. That's not at all how it was received across the aisle, though.
Well, I live in Nancy Pelosi's district, and so, I will only say that she seems to have heard a different speech than the Americans who were polled yesterday. The poll numbers are overwhelming, including with independents and Democrats, that it was generally viewed very positively by Americans. And what's not to like? I mean, the president touched on themes that unite all of us. So we like to see security, we like to see meritocracy, we like to see 2.4 million new jobs. Democrats voted to make Jerusalem the capital of Israel, but they couldn't stand for that. So infrastructure, investment. I mean, I think the president really did fake them out. They were hoping, and I think her speech was written, and the speech of these other Democrats afterwards was written for a different President Trump than the one who they saw last night.
Well, and as you and I discussed in the commercial, there were commentators last night, and we noted this last night after the speech, who were disappointed. They said, essentially, well, this isn't really him. We can't critique this guy because that's not who he really is. Yet they're critical when he doesn't act presidential, so it seems like they can't be happy either way.
It's darned if you do and darned if you don't. And when you look at the official response from Joe Kennedy III, you didn't hear him say what's actually going on in his district. And we heard tonight at our RNC meeting, the average middle-class household in his district is going to have a tax cut of $5,800. That's a pretty significant tax cut to Americans, but Nancy Pelosi has come out and said that 1,000 here, 1,000 there are crumbs. So a lot of our Democratic leaders, unfortunately, are really out of touch with what average Americans are facing.
Well, they told us that this bill was going to be apocalyptic. She called it a Frankenstein and said that it was not going to be positive. So we'll see as people now in the February pay periods get some difference potentially in their checks about how the American people react to it, too. We know that polling, especially on things like the generic congressional ballot, has really tightened up in the last month even. And a lot of folks think that's attributed to what the president's finally been able to get some legislative wins on the Hill after having really a tough time last year.
Absolutely. It was definitely tighter 2 months ago even than it is today. And if Nancy Pelosi thought it was apocalyptic, it is apocalyptic for her chances of taking back Congress. So I cheer for that.
And quickly, I want to get your reaction. A Professor Daniel Dresner from Tufts University's Fletcher School of International Affairs said this: past presidents since Reagan have given shout-outs to guests, but I'm trying to recall if previous presidents exploited grief in the way Trump has in this State of the Union. I'm honestly unsure.
Well, that's kind of a catchphrase to use, but in fact, the use of examples and people in the audience as a bipartisan action. Many people find that type of thing. I mean, it depends on your response to emotion, but I thought the president used the guests in the audience to illustrate the points very, very effectively. And they were human stories. And that's a political skill to do that, and connecting with people in a way that, jumping up and down and calling names and using ad hominem attacks and wearing, special clothes and pins and a distracting array of other paraphernalia, it doesn't really convey that human tone the way that the president did last night.
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't seem for now anyway. It brought folks closer together on the Hill. We'll see maybe behind closed doors. Harmeet Dillon, great to have you with us.
Pleasure to be here, Shannon. Thank you.